Hey everyone, it's Nurse Cindy and welcome back to Cindy's Culinary Corner. Today I have a treat for you guys. Very, very beautiful. I know, guys. Such a bright orange color. That's the thing with cooking. Make it your own. That's the message of today. You can live that lifestyle of eating healthy and living well. We'll do it together. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cindy's Culinary Corner. Thank you for joining me today. Now, we've been talking about certain things that keep us out of the kitchen. There's some people who may say that time is a barrier for them. So batch cooking a few of your ingredients and getting some already prepared meats will definitely shorten your preparation time. So today we're going to be using some already batch cooked quinoa. We have some purchased smoked salmon, one of my favorites. And then lastly, we're going to roast some veggies in the oven, and that really does allow us to set it and forget it and to do other things that we have on our to-do list. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Okay guys, so for the first part of our veggie bowl, we need to get our tomato sauce together. And for this tomato sauce, saving on time, I have some ingredients that are already prepared. So I don't know how many of you all love hummus, but I am a lover of hummus. And this is a part of our sauce. So I have some garlic hummus here. And then I have some tomatoes here that if you look pretty closely, they're kind of getting a little old. These are still good. So I'm going to roast them in the oven. And then once they're done roasting, we're going to go ahead and blend them in the food processor with our hummus, our onion powder, our acid, which is going to be our lemon, and then our salt, of course. We're going to put a pinch of some sea salt. So I place these on my parchment paper here. I'm going to throw them into the air fryer, and I'll be right back. Since our tomatoes are in the oven and they are warming up for our sauce, we're going to go ahead and put our roasted veggies together. Now, the veggies that I'm deciding to use today is broccoli. Broccoli is honestly one of my favorite vegetables to eat because you can do so much with it. You can put them in a stir fry, you can roast them in the oven, which we're doing today, and make a veggie bowl. So, I like to keep my veggies in these nice containers. Shout out to Costco because that's where I get all these containers from. And I am going to chop up the desired amount that I need, mix it with our sweet Spanish paprika, our garlic pepper, garlic powder, our salt, and then I'm going to grab some black pepper. So I already have rinsed my veggies. I typically do that before I put them in our container here because it cuts down on prep time. So I'm going to chop up the amount that I need. I'm going to take some of the ends off and I'm just going to cut a few. Now, I'm preparing these veggies for our bowl, but we honestly can use this in anything else, okay? You can eat it alone, you can eat it with a salad, you can put it as a side dish to whatever else that you prepare for the week. So roasting some veggies is a good idea for batch cooking. So I'm going to chop these up here like this and like that, and we're going to put it in our oven. I already have the oven preheated to 380 degrees, and we're going to bake these for about 20 minutes. And if you want a little more char on your veggies, after you're done baking it, you can go ahead and turn on your broiler. And I would say be careful if you decide to set it on high because plenty of times I have almost burnt my food because the high setting works pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to chop up a couple more of these, and then we're going to go ahead and season, keep the stem actually, season our veggies. So let's do a couple more. Now, just like a lot of our other green veggies, the broccoli may shrivel up as it's in the oven. So with that being the case, I want to make sure that I have a good amount of the broccoli. And to help it cook evenly, you want to make sure that you have them in even sizes. So there we go there. I feel like I'm going to make all of these. This is what it seems like. Seems like I'm going to cut up all this broccoli. But I do need a good amount for the week. So remember, you prep today, you have more time tomorrow. So we have that. I'm going to cut up one more. Put that down in the middle. And we're good. There's some pieces in here that are small enough that don't have to be cut. So I'm going to throw those in there. And we're going to grab our olive oil or avocado oil. I believe today that I am using avocado. Yes. So I'm going to drizzle some avocado oil. And that's going to help our vegetables brown. And then we're going to go ahead and toss our garlic powder. I put a heavy amount of garlic powder. Reason being, I love garlic. And it adds good flavor to our broccoli. Toss that. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that we get all sides covered with our broccoli. I'm gonna toss it again. And our Spanish paprika gives it a nice smoky, sweet texture, flavor, gives it good color, but also, I'm doing it more so for the color. And it balances well with the garlic. So I'm gonna toss that. Remember that I talked about salt, fat, acid, heat. If you can see in this ingredient here, in this recipe here, I've gone ahead and I used avocado oil. We're going to use a little squeeze of lemon. Jesus, lemon. Haitians, we call everything that's citrusy is citron. So this is a lemon that we're using. So I said avocado oil. We're going to use the acid of the lemon. We're doing a pinch of salt, and that is our salt component. And then for y'all out there who want to put some decent amount of pepper, you can. So that would be your heat. But our heat is also, we're using the oven this time. So I put the salt in there. Got a good amount of sea salt. I'm going to toss it. And another thing with the acid. Let's say you're trying to be mindful of the amount of salt that you put in your food, because salt is necessary. You just got to be sure not to be heavy-handed. Squeezing in some lemon juice really helps to give you a little more. That's a lot of pepper, y'all. Squeezing in the lemon juice gives you a little more, punch of that saltiness that you're looking for without having to put too much salt. So there goes our pepper. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of our lemon. We're going to squeeze that in. You don't need that seed. We're going to squeeze that in here. You want all the juice. All the juice. I'll toss that. I'm not going to waste an ounce. All right. Now that we have everything nicely coated, you can see that there. We're going to go ahead and put it on our baking dish and throw it in the oven. Now by this time, our tomato should be ready. I'm going to grab that tomato from the oven, from the air fryer actually, and I'm going to go ahead and make our hummus sauce together with you guys. So spread that out. All right, see you guys in a bit. Since we have our tomatoes ready, I'm going to go ahead and put those bad boys in our food processor here. Okay. And before I do that, it would be really good to make sure that this is secure. Is it secure? It doesn't sound like it's locked. There we go. Now, something that's really important that we're missing is the blade. Now, be careful to put your blade in first, because once you put all your ingredients in, it's hard to get your blade in there flat. So my tomato actually isn't that hot, but I'm going to still keep my glove on so your girl doesn't burn herself. I'm going to take this nice piece of tomato. We take our shriveled skin off. I took the stem off. And then we're just going to put it in our food processor. Drop it in there. Now I feel the heat. Yep, I feel the heat. Feel the heat. We're going to try to remove the core because we don't want our sauce to be grainy. So that's tomato 1. And then we have tomato 2. Same thing, remove the skin off. I'm going to remove the core. I hear it's cracking. So we're going to remove the core. And then we're going to put the tomato in the food processor. It's okay to have the seeds. You know why? The seeds actually do blend well. So we have that. And I do not want to waste our juice that we have here. So for our sauce, if you haven't seen, we are doing salt, fat, acid, heat. The tomatoes are acid. And then we have the lemon as an acid. And then we have our hummus, our salt, pepper. Now the hummus, being that it's already prepared, it has oil in there. You can see the oil sitting there. But I'm gonna do a little drizzle of avocado oil in here. So I'm gonna add the hummus. There are some pine nuts in here. If you're someone that isn't crazy about chickpea, because that's what's used to make hummus, you can go ahead and use some tahini. Straight tahini, which is a sesame paste. We're gonna put this in there. Got it. We're going to go ahead and put our onion powder in there. Cool. We're going to put a sprinkle of pepper. Cool. And lastly, we're going to put a pinch of salt. Being that the hummus is already prepared, we don't have to put too much salt because there's salt already in the pre-made hummus. So we've got that. And last but not least, we have our lemon. I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice in there, but I want to remove the seeds so we don't get that in our sauce. There we go. There we go. You don't want it to be too acidic, so I'm not using all of that. And lastly is our fat. A little bit of avocado oil. And we're gonna blend. We're gonna blend, we're gonna mix it in. We're gonna blend, we're gonna mix it in. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, that looks decent enough. Go ahead and we're good. Okay. Okay. And so I'm gonna stop right here and check it because our tomato is very liquidy already. So I don't want this to be too soupy. I want there to still be some texture to it. And this actually is not bad. What we do have to do is taste, aka goûter. Let me tell you something. If y'all don't try this, you're missing out. Like, this is very good. Very quick and easy. Put this in a bowl and store it in your fridge. Toss it in your salads. Put it on some bread as a spread. You're gonna thank me later, okay? This is very good. It's ready. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it in my airtight container. And then we're going to bring over the quinoa, our salmon, and our roasted veggies to put our bowl together. Okay, guys. Our roasted veggies are done. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of that. I took a few of them out of the oven. And we have our quinoa that I've already made. There's a video of me making quinoa. I will tag it so you can see it. But making quinoa is same ratio as making rice. It's 2 to 1. So twice the amount of the liquid to the amount of quinoa. And I like to use chicken stock. You can use veggie stock, or you can simply just use water. So I make this in batches to keep it in my fridge. So we have our quinoa here. And I'm going to put some of that on our plate here. So we have our quinoa down. Looks so good, y'all. We have our quinoa down, right? And we have our beautiful tomato sauce that came together so nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that on top. Now, you can also, like I said, use this as a dip or a spread. And this cute container, for those of you who are wondering, is from Costco. Definitely Costco is the way to go to get some of these storage containers. So here is my favorite salmon, cooked smoked salmon. It is maple flavored. I get it from Costco, and this is a big piece. Already has salt in it, so that's why I was mindful on the amount of salt that I put on the veggies in the sauce. Now this here, you can, once you open it up, honestly, put it in a airtight container so it stays fresh. But this will last you, honestly, it can last you a good week of meals. You can put it in a wrap, like we're putting it on our veggie bowl. You can make it with your egg bites if you need an extra dose of protein. So this is what we're using today. So I'm going to actually add the veggies first on the side. Can we say black glove service? So I'm gonna put that here on the side there. And lastly, I'm going to take some of our salmon. I'm just taking a fingerful. And we're just gonna put that on the side right there. And there you have it, y'all. There you have it, there you have it, there you have it. Our roasted veggie salmon bowl is complete. You can put these in containers and go ahead and fraction them out for your lunches, or have them in larger bowls like this for your dinners. Very good, y'all. We're done. You're done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please do give this recipe a try. Let me know in the comments section what you think. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also share with someone that you care about. Remember to eat healthy and live well. See you next time.